Ugh.
Hey guys, I'm Adam.
I'm Jared.
We are the Globetrotting Gamers, and welcome to Super Mario Bros. 2: The Lost Levels.
The Super Mario Bros. 2 that Japan got and not everyone else until years later.
Why am I playing this? And you might be wondering why I'm playing this, and you might be wondering why. Because simple. Because Jared suffered through Ghosts and Goblins, and I felt like he shouldn't have to suffer alone. So let me deal myself some torment. Let me make this clear, folks. I hate this game.
Everyone and their mother hates this game.
This is probably the worst Mario game that has ever been created. You might even, depending on who you ask, it might even be worse than Mario Sunshine.
And I think we both know a certain someone who absolutely, well, he doesn't hate Super Mario Sunshine, but okay, so, to be fair, Sunshine is a fun game to play, but it's a bitch to complete.
Yes. So depending on who you ask, this is worse than Mario Sunshine. And you'll soon see why. But with that out of the way, let's get started.
Alright, so are you gonna do the infinite lives cheat?
I am not very good at pulling off the infinite lives trick.
Alright, so then so we're just gonna go straight into this. So we're just gonna
Yep, we're just gonna go right into this. So let's give a little background on Lost Levels. So as Jared mentioned, Mario Bros. 2 Lost Level was originally a Japan-only game.
The Super Mario Bros. 2 that we got is a reskin of another game that was created by Miyamoto, and that game in Japan was known as Doki Doki Panic.
Yes. Mario Bros. 2 Lost Levels did not get a release here in America or over in Europe because the game...
Not that sprite flickering.
It did not get a release in Japan, America or Europe because the game was deemed too difficult. And my god, they made the right call!
Did you mean to go down there?
Yes.
Don't touch that! That's a poison mushroom! Okay. Yeah, so that brown or that dark thing, that dark skinned mushroom thing, I was not trying to be racist, I swear.
That item that Jared was freaking out over is a new addition to the Mario series, the poison mushroom. Yes, this is where they were first introduced. Basically, it has the same effect as if you were touching an enemy without a power-up. Basically, you lose a life. So, don't touch it.
You lose a life or you take damage depending on his size.
Yep.
And I knew that was going to happen.
Lovely. So...
That was the first death?
Yes, it was.
I'm so...
That's because I took the warp pipe in the first level.
Oh, yeah.
Americans would not get to play Mario Bros. Lost Levels until it was released on Super Mario All-Stars for the SNES.
And the All-Stars version is, it's pretty much the same difficulty, but way more forgiving with its checkpoint system. Because in All-Stars, if you get a game over, you restart on the level you died in. In the original version of the game, you instead of restarting on the level you died on, it starts you back at the start of the world you were on. Which actually is more forgiving than the original Mario Brothers game, where if you die in that game, you're free. It's game over and you're all the way back to the start.
Yeah, I was just about
regardless
to say...
of how much progress you made during that time.
I was just about to say it's a lot more forgiving than the original, which, like you just said, if you game over, you boot it all the way back to World 1-1.
And just like in Ghosts and Goblins, this game also has infinite continuance.
Yep. So far I've been getting through it I've only had one death, but I shouldn't be jinxing myself because things can turn on a dime really quick. So, one thing you'll notice about this game is that the graphics have gotten a bit of an overhaul compared to the original Mario Brothers.
Yeah, they have much more detail in this than they did in the original.
Oh my, fucking a blooper. Yes, that is a blooper out of fucking water. Let that be a sign of what's to come, folks.
You can't jump on the blooper, can you?
I don't think you can.
Great!
I mean, you can, but it's probably a little dangerous for the head. So let a blooper out of fucking water be a sign of things to come. Like, if I were to describe the difficulty in this game, think of it as the difficulties.
Wait, when you compare it to the original over this one?
Yeah, I would say, like, the difficulty starting with World 1, the stages can be just as difficult as World 8 stages from the first game, and it only gets worse from there.
Oh, it gets so much worse. And we've only barely scratched the surface, and you are just killing it in this world.
Yes, I am, but I am very nervous. Because like the original Mario Brothers, there are 8 worlds with 4 levels each, so 32 levels. Unless I think you managed to beat it. Unless you managed to beat the game without. I think it's managed to get. Ow! I got hurt. I think you managed to beat the game without getting a game over. In which case, you're treated to a world of 9.
Oh yeah, this is a game that actually introduced the concept of a 9th world after you beat the main game.
But
World 9 is an absolute nightmare.
It's an absolute clusterfuck if you've seen video footage of it.
And here's another thing
that I died.
I spoke too soon.
And that's a game over.
First game over, and back to roll, and the...
God damn it. I'm using...
This is more brutal than Ghosts and Goblins! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, I will...
Oh my god!
I'm not using the warp pipe this time. I will show off World 1 proper this time. Ah! How did I do that?
I have no idea! Okay, so... But that was really amazing how this shit that you pulled off. And you get hit. And
the tables turn because I am the one getting stuck.
In Soviet Lost Levels, Koopa jumps you.
I also just fucking failed.
Okay, well, you failed due to arbitrary bullshit. Like,
I don't know, I choked there.
As I was saying, there's a weird, like, inconsistency when it comes to hitboxes in both the original and in this game. So, like, for some reason, it's kind of hard to, like, chain attack enemies compared to, like, compared to other games.
And I got it.
Because like, you can easily fall into the gaps of like those enemies that can potentially kills you.
Yep. Which is what happened to me a moment ago. I wasn't looking.
You're looking at the TV screen.
I looked away for a split moment.
You really shouldn't let your guard on that, because this is just the first world and it's going to get worse.
Yes, it will.
We cannot stress that enough.
So, the thing about this game is, while it doesn't introduce any new enemies, it does introduce variants of old enemies.
Yeah, I think it introduces, red piranha plants, which I think are faster than the green piranha plants.
Yeah, but they still have the thing like the green piranha plants where they don't come out when Mario's next to the pipe, which is nothing to complain about.
I think they've ever done that in any game, in any of the games ever.
No, I don't think they have either. Okay, let's not choke here.
You know, like, while kind of being, well, you know, like, before we kind of went on that tangent, there was another tangent that I kind of wanted to go on.
What?
Okay, so, like, when it comes to, like, bad games, there are bad games that, like, where it's bad, but, like, it's the fun kind of bad, where, like, it's bad, but you can still get a kick out of it, and I brought that up because you mentioned earlier that there is no other worse Mario game than Lost Levels, and I was going to correct you in saying Hotel Mario exists.
Well...
Except in the case of Hotel Mario, it's the fun kind of bad.
That's true.
Lost Levels, on the other hand, is...
It's just not enjoyable, period.
It's bad, it's just bad. It's not fun bad, it's bad.
This is not a so fuck me, it's good. And it's a fuck. Oh god.
First world.
Yep, let the fact that I've game over 3 times on World 1 sink in, folks.
Do you want a death counter?
Yes.
That means that we're not skipping any footage.
Nope.
Oh my
god. So, not only does this... Ow. So not only does this game introduce a World 9, it also introduces Worlds A through D. We're not going to be showing that off in this playthrough, and there's a good damn reason why.
You need to beat the game 8 times in order to unlock those levels.
Which, fuck, I am not putting myself through that torture. So
just beating it once enough is already a pain.
I will attempt World 9, but I will not show off World A through D on this playthrough.
But we already got a game over, so I don't think we can beat World 9 now.
I don't think we can either, but we'll see.
Ugh. You really have to do leaps of faith in this game.
Yes, you do.
And there he goes again, falling into that, in between that gap of enemies, which is absolute bullshit.
How the fuck?
Why did I know that was gonna happen?
Because this is Lost Levels, that's why. Oh my god. Oh, that was close.
I keep thinking they're not gonna make it. Oh!
Now, there are some, outside of the bullshit difficulty, there are some things that make this game even more bullshit. For example, the warp zones.
Oh, right. So, like, if you go into a warp... So, like, if you somehow find a warp zone in this game, instead of sending you forward, it sends you back!
Well, there is a chance... well, they don't all send you back, but there is a very good chance that you will stumble upon a warp zone that sends you back a world.
It really can't get any more bullshit.
And the only way to basically skip that little trap is to wait out the fucking timer. And that's a game over, isn't it?
Yep. You're back to the first level. I've already lost track of how many times you've died.
That's what the death counter is for. Get the fuck up here. Also, this is... So not only do the graphics look a little updated, this is also the game that introduces the landscape having eyes and such.
Oh, right, because, like, a lot of things from Super Mario Bros. 3 have a lot of eyes. Have a lot of things that have eyes in the background.
And I got you. Fuck you. I was a little reckless. That was my fault.
You should not be reckless when you're playing Lost Levels.
I want to get this game done and over with. You know what? You know what? Fuck this.
I mean, you've already shown enough. You might as well just go take a shortcut.
Yeah, just get the level done and over with.
How is it that like you made it to the castle on your first game over and you can't replicate that?
I don't fucking know.
That's the exact same experience I have with Geometry Dash. I have one good run and then I can never replicate it for like a good while.
So I know it's been a while since we uploaded.
A lot of shit happened in like...
Oh!
What?
I somehow made that without needing the block!
Alright then, just go.
I'm gonna capitalize on that. Anyway, a lot's happened since we last uploaded.
You wanna go into detail on that?
Oh, whoa. For one thing, I've been struggling with a sinus infection that I've had for over a month.
All of January, he's just been sick.
And near the end of December too, because I actually got this the day after my grandma died. Which another thing that's happened, my grandma died before Christmas.
Which is like the worst time. I mean, that is like one of the worst times to lose a family member.
It is. I miss her. We all miss her very much.
On a day that's supposed to be like full of grandeur and celebration, tragedy just had to swoop its regular. It just.
Tragedy
what am I saying?
Tragedy had to rear it. Tragedy had to rear its ugly head. Get the fuck over here. You stay the. Don't you even fucking try it. Oh, you can jump on them. It's a little dangerous, but you can jump on them. Still doesn't make it any less dangerous.
Yeah, they're basically swimming in the air.
How do they breathe then?
I don't know. Are bloopers secretly amphibians?
I don't fucking know. Well, they're based off. They're based off of squids.
Yeah.
Please let the end of the level be near. Yes.
Okay,
finally
we're finally back here.
Finally back to level 4.
So do you? So once we beat this world, you wanna stop here?
Yeah. You know what? Since I know that beating these worlds are probably gonna take a lot of time, given how bullshit they tend to get. Also, Fire Flower.
That's like the first Fire Flower you've gotten ever, and I don't think we can reach it.
Not unless I do this.
Well,
nope! It's a fucking T! Was that a game over?
No.
Oh, thank God! I still have one more try. So Fire Flower, the reason that's the first time I got a Fire Flower is because Fire Flowers in this game work the same way they do in the original game, which is you can only get a Fire Flower once you get the mushroom.
You know, like, there's my major gripe with, like, the original and Lost levels is that, like, even though, like,
Oh God! Oh God! And that's a game over. I was gonna say that since I know these worlds are gonna take a long time to try and complete, we might as well dedicate a part to every world.
And in that case, I think this might be our longest, like, playthrough yet.
Oh, fuck
like,
you.
Series-wise.
Probably, yeah. They also might be our shortest videos, depending on how things go.
The shortest are probably even longest. Even longer than my atrocious playthrough of Ghosts and Goblins. wasn't supposed to cut anything out because I wanted to keep that death counter intact.
Yep.
Alright, so before you cut me off, I was gonna go on my gripe about the fire flower in the first 2 games. When it comes to the fire, as I was trying to say, I've gotten so used to you know how in the later games when you get a fire flower, it also counts as extra hits?
Yeah.
In this game and in the original, if you get hit when you have a fire flower, you're reverted immediately back to small. So it's basically you have 2 hits max, and
that was biting the balls of death.
What was I saying?
You were talking about the fire flower.
Right. So it's always been my biggest gripe when I'm playing the original or this game. Is that I'm so used to having an extra hit point with the fire flower that it's entirely foreign. Well, mostly foreign to me. That
I was gonna say entirely foreign. Contradictory much?
I speak the English.
Yeah.
I am speaking the English.
You speaking English? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Fuck you. Oh god. Yeah, this is not a good game to be reckless in.
What?
I said this is not a good game to be reckless in.
Oh,
What'd you think I said?
I thought you were saying Replicent.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know! I hear things the first time and I don't catch it.
Finally, back to World 4. Level 4. Wow, that was a quick playthrough. No, back to level 4.
Don't we wish that we would immediately go to World 4?
If you find the proper warp type, but no, we're showing off every level of this, unfortunately.
Basically because we don't really have a choice.
I'm not even sure why I'm attempting, because that fire flower is a fucking key.
Remember, you can crouch when you're big like that.
Yep.
And it's going to come in handy, especially in this game. Fuck! How did you get hit?
I think the fire bar. Jesus, those blades from Bowser are so fucking close. Oh,
Jump
that
back!
was a bad move.
Okay, go!
Bowser, you motherfucker.
Go! No, don't go!
The timer's gonna run out. Oh god. Oh god.
Stay there! Okay, so just...
Fucking Bowser!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my god!
World 1 completed!
Alright.
Thank you, Mario, but our princess in another castle. Fuck you, Toad. And with that, we'll see you in World 2.
Alright. See you guys then.